Paddy's garage. It has been a long while since I put a video up. Life's been pretty hectic with work, but this will actually be the first video of the new build. This build came about a little bit back to front. Ended up acquiring the engine off a buddy of mine. He had a yellow VZ SS Thunder Ute, 6-speed manual, so it's got the 6 litre in it, turbo, and he ended up munching a lifter in the engine when the engine was still pretty new, and he didn't quite have the funds to fix it, so I'll give him a whole heap of money for all the parts that he did have out of this ute. I'll show you some photos of the ute just so you sort of understand the history of where this engine and stuff come from. So yeah, I'll pop a couple of photos in there. But yeah, I'll give you a look at the engine that I bought and I'll show you what I got. Alright, this is it. It's actually an L76 6 litre. It's out of 2006 VZ here in Australia. Alloy block. 5364 castings, so they are an oval port head. And this motor is actually fully built. SRP pistons, I think it's scat rods, ported heads, Lenardi cam, and lifters, which has stuffed up. It has got a stuffed lifter in there. I've had to pan off this engine and it's definitely got a flat spotted lifter in it. So I will be pulling this engine apart, check it all out. It's got quite a few good bits in there. It's all head studded, and yeah, it's definitely a good thing. 1000cc injectors, Aeroflow big fuel rails, and of course a genuine Borg Warner S480 billet wheel. It's got the turbo guard already on there. It's pretty good. They have changed the rear housing on this. It is a Borg Warner centre section, but the rear housing is definitely not Borg Warner. I'd say it's GD45 Garrett or something like that. 3.5 inch dump, T4 flange. So that's interesting. Probably make it a little bit more responsive. It also comes with this epic manifold. It's beautiful. Supposedly built by Silky Fabrications here in Australia. Nice 4-in-1 design. Real nice. That's where the crossover goes down in the sump. You can see the feed and drain for that turbo. A little bit different from the tonner. And it's got a genuine Turbo Smart Powergate 60 on it. Quality. Under-driven balancer. A lot of good parts. A lot of good parts. So in me mate's ute, you know, it had a manual behind it, but this combination on only 10 pound boost and just normal pump 98 fuel went 600 to the wheels, like effortless. This definitely seems to be a good thing. I plan on running E85, but I won't be having no 6-speed manual. I'll be having a turbo 400 auto. Yeah, so yeah, it was actually a really fun ute. I had the chance to ride in it. It was good. I got a couple of clips out on the highway one day racing a pretty tough Barra Falcon here in Australia, 6-cylinder turbo. So I'll throw them a couple of clips in here for you. Tiny clip of it on the dyno as well that I'll share with you, just so you sort of have a bit of a look before we actually look at the car that I've got that I want to put it into. pretty tough Falcon really. That was good fun that night. It was definitely lacking traction and axle tramping like crazy, but yeah, it was overall pretty fun night. Before I go down and show you the car, I will show you the exhaust that I got with the parts with me made out of that yellow ute as well. Twin 3-inch Suda ute. So part of the build will be to modify that and get it into the sedan. So here's the old tonner doing work. If you don't know about my other videos on this build, just check out my page and you'll be able to see them. But here's the exhaust. It's your 3.5-inch dump into the twin 3-inch cats, high flow cats. I'm going to get rid of them. End up putting straight pipe in, get rid of them flanges. And I used to have excess flanges. So I'll change this around a bit. I think it has to be shortened here to make it fit. Yeah, that'll be the exhaust that we have to modify. And there's the car in the background. 2006 VZSS. I've got it, it's only got 112,000 Ks on it. But that motor coming out of a VZ as well, everything just goes straight in. I'll use the ECU and loom and stuff out of this car. I'll use the power steering, I'll use the air conditioning, get it all working. We'll have to have custom air conditioning lines to make it fit with that big 3.5-inch dump. Put the ECU into the kick panel. That'll be something else we do. I'll put the battery into the boot because the intercooler piping this time is just going to go straight down. I'm not hacking the back of the headlight. I actually don't think that's worth it. Just put the battery in the boot. I've got to do an intercooler kit because I did not get the intercooler kit with it. My mate sold that as a roller, and it went with the intercooler kit with that car as a roller. So yeah, this is just an auto, same engine, L76, 100% stock. I can tell you what, it is slow. Far out. I suppose drive that around every day. It's probably making 500, and drive this is probably making 110 horsepower. I don't actually know that, but maybe 200, 220 horse. It's got ugly wheels, that's what come on it. I'm going to change them, probably put some FR Simmons on there. Going to lower it down. Got to put new brakes on it, the rotors are pretty warped. Even though it's only got 110,000 Ks on it. Not a bad looking car, it's nice to drive, deadly slow. Black leather trim, it's pretty nice in there, nice enough. Nice streeter, needs to be turboed. Gonna put a B&M shifter in there and use like a manual sock, that'll be part of the build too, changing the shifter, customising that. Yeah, we'll do the fuel system in it too, swirl pot in the back. I think I'm going to use one of them little swirl pots that hold the Walbro 460s, put twin 460s in a swirl pot and then put a Walbro 255 in the tank to fill the swirl pot up, make the exhaust fit. So yeah, there she is. You know what my plans are for the next few months. So yeah, if you want to follow this one, subscribe, like, comment, all that, and yeah, we'll get stuck into it.